and welcome to iNurture videos. In this video, we will discuss about the elements of transparency. At the end of this video, you will be able to state the elements of transparency, explain the classes of transparency deployment. A successful adoption of cloud technology requires a clear admission of the security policies, designs, and practices of cloud service provider. These fundamentals for transparency consist of the pathway for users to assess the possible risks of cloud computing and its potential influence on assets. Security transparency is divided into three different types: proactive transparency, reactive transparency, and contractual transparency. Let's learn about each type in detail. First, let's learn about proactive transparency. Proactive transparency refers to the release of information voluntarily, wherein the cloud service provider voluntarily provides information to the users by using autonomous agents or other manual process. Information shoots from the service providers' initiatives to send security information to clients without being asked. This information can be produced through various methods such as notifications or reports. Next, let's learn about reactive transparency. Reactive transparency involves a request-driven approach where a cloud service provider is expected to respond to a user's specific request. It emerges from a request-response routine between a cloud service customer and cloud service provider for the closing to provide additional information. Lastly, let's learn about contractual transparency. Contractual transparency is a statutory service wherein the cloud service provider is legally instructed by the law to provide transparency while giving services to cloud service customer. It involves a valid agreement where the cloud service provider observes essential security services on an individual basis and does not reveal any personal and confidential information to ensure the protection of users. Transparency deployments is categorized into two classes, namely opaque transparency and explicit transparency. Opaque transparency means information is not well defined. It may also involve inconsistent or defective information in terms of how controls are realized in the cloud environment. Explicit transparency provides service providers an approach to ensure the protection of customers' assets while in their control. This type of transparency is considered as most effectively attracting customer trust and confidence as well as supporting accountability in the cloud. Let us have a quick recap on what we discussed. Security transparency has three different types: proactive transparency, reactive transparency, and contractual transparency. Security transparency is categorized into two classes as opaque transparency and explicit transparency. Thank you for watching this video.